bizarre stories from a little grandma.
Hey, Grandma, tell me a story.
Oh, my son, why do you want to hear a story?
It's so I can sleep peacefully here, listening to one of your stories until I drift off.
Oh, my son, the stories I have are not for sleeping, they are for staying awake.
Stories to stay awake?
That's right, because they are very scary.
Then tell me, Grandma, these stories. I'm already used to horror stories.
But my stories are not fantasy, they really happened to me. When I was young, I lived with my husband in the Northeastern Backlands. There, our house was made of wood and clay, very simple houses. And our neighbors, they lived about 2 kilometers away. They weren't very close to us, my son. And there was my husband having dinner. We were eating crab, those creatures that live in mangroves. So we had just finished dinner, we ate crab. And then what was left of the rest of the crab, the shells, we gave to our dog. We put it outside the house where the little dog stayed. Then I left half the door closed, the bottom part and the top part open, right? To air out the house so it wouldn't get too hot. And then I left the food there for the dog to eat and stayed inside the house. Then it was me and my husband inside the house, lying down, relaxed. Suddenly we start to hear the dog barking. The dog kept barking, and that noise of crab shells being eaten. Then I thought, if the dog is barking, how is he eating at the same time? I then checked and told my husband to look at what was happening to me. When we looked, my son, there was a man all covered in hair, crouched down like an animal, eating the food like that. Then I looked at his face, he looked at my face, I screamed and I said to the dog, get him, get him. Then the dog went running after that creature. That hairy man was running like that, all weird, running kind of crouched, and he took off into the woods. The dog went but couldn't catch anything. Then he came back, right, my dog? Damn, that thing, my son, was a werewolf. The people around there used to say that there was a werewolf there. I didn't believe in that. It was a man who was the son of... He was the 7th male child of an old lady there. Then this old man would be walking around the streets there, strange, and on the nights, on the full moons, he would turn into a werewolf.
Oh, Grandma, you're kidding, right? Werewolf, that's a lie, right?
That's a popular folklore invention.
My son, I'm telling you that I saw a hairy man full of hair walking like a dog, and it was still a full moon, boy.
Wow, really? Was he running like a dog, like a wolf?
He was, boy. Am I not telling you? Aren't you listening to what I'm saying? Oh, go to sleep. Go on. Go to sleep there if you can. Go on.
Oh, thanks, Grandma, for the story. That's a really good story, huh? Oh my god. My grandma thinks I'm going to believe these werewolf stories.
It's me, my son. I'm dressed as a werewolf here to scare you. But the story I told you is true, huh?